be shown in the video, so don't worry about that. So we are recording, so welcome to the Tuesday afternoon chair. And normally the routine that I teach, since you may not have been with me before, is we start with centering, and it's a mindfulness meditation, just a short one, where we kind of come into our space, into our bodies, we notice what we feel, and we just kind of put ourselves in the right frame of mind to practice our movement exercises. And then we go into the movement and chair. We do warm up seated. We do some stretching seated exercises. Then I like to come to standing with the chair handy, and we use the chair as a prop. So then we finish back in the chair and just kind of let the body soak up all the good things we did. So let's begin with the feet on the floor, flat on the floor, the toes pointing straight ahead. And the knees can be a little wider than the hips here, but the idea is we're just comfortably seated in the chair and the back is resting against the back of the chair. So come to a soft focus, or you can close the eyes if you choose here. And then beginning from the top of the head down through the forehead, and the jaw releases, the face relaxes, and the shoulders release down, relax the hips, and just let the feet rest on the floor with relaxed legs, arms and hands and fingers, and the hands can rest wherever you'd like. And we just notice. We notice the feelings that we have, any pain or discomfort. And scan the body. See if you can find where tightness might have crept back in. And you can move. You can actually adjust a little bit in your chair to ground a little bit more down through the feet and the sitting bones. So we're grounded, relaxing and releasing, and noticing the sensations in the body and the sensations of the breath as we breathe. And thoughts will come into the mind. Just notice the thoughts, let them pass right on through, and then bring your awareness back to what you sense, what you feel. Good. If the eyes are closed, go ahead and open the eyes. And I'm going to move the chair back a little bit, and make sure your chair is on something that is not going to slip and slide. So I'm going to bring the chair back to the mat, and I've got all 4 feet of the chair sitting on rubber. If you have a carpet, that would probably work. But just make sure it's not on a slippery surface like hardwood or vinyl or something that is going to not hold that chair in position. So now come a little bit forward away from the back of the chair. So you're sitting toward the front, but not all the way on the front edge of the chair. And bring the feet in about hip width, with the toes pointing straight ahead and the knees over the ankles. And then lift up tall, drawing the shoulders back. So what we're trying to do is create length up through the spine here, from the sitting bones or sits bones all the way up through the top of the head. So we draw the chin in just a little bit, but we don't close the throat. And we have those shoulders back, and we're moving the heart toward the top of the, or toward the front, or toward the top of the mat if you're on a yoga mat. Good, all right. So we'll do a couple of rounds of what I call 3-part breath. We're going to inhale and bring the inhale into the belly, and then move the inhale up into the middle chest, and then draw it up into the upper chest. filling the lungs up completely. And then we're going to exhale. And we're going to make the exhale as long as the inhale. So inhale into the belly, and then the middle chest, and up into the upper chest. And then exhaling, mouth or nose, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. And inhale into the belly, the middle chest, upper chest, and exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. And one more round of 3-part breath. Inhale to the belly, middle chest, upper chest, and exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. All right, good. So near the front of our chair with our feet planted firmly on the mat, we'll begin our movement practice. And I want you to move to sensation, not pain and not agony. So if you are moving or pushing it a little bit too far, you might hold your breath. So one of the things I'll ask you to do is continue to breathe through the practice. So thinking in terms of sensation, not pain. And you can rest whenever you want. So feeling down through the feet, feeling down through the sits bones, lifting up in the chair. Bring the hands out to the side with the fingertips pointed down toward the floor. Now activate the arms and spread the fingers. Good. This is work right here because you're squeezing the muscles. You're hugging, we call it hugging the muscles to the bone. And now turn the palms upward toward the ceiling. And as you inhale, you can lift the hands up toward the ceiling. And then turn the palms out and exhale the hands down. Now, if you've got a catch in one of your shoulders, when you turn and lift those arms, you have the option here of bringing those hands out in front and lifting them up in front and exhaling them down, bringing the hands back down to cup the knees. So either way that works best for you. If you've got a shoulder catch, and a lot of people do, then I suggest you reach forward with the arms. But let's do that 3 times, either up front or to the side. So inhaling, turn the palms to the ceiling if the hands are wide, and lift, and exhale and lower. And I have a little catch every time in my left shoulder. It doesn't bother me, so I live with it. Inhaling up and exhaling down. And one last time, reaching wide, lifting the hands. And as they get up there to the top, bring the palms together, but only if there's no pain in your shoulders. And then reach the fingers up toward the ceiling. Turn the gaze straight ahead, and now gently draw the arms back by the ears. And exhaling, either come wide with the hands or out in front and down. Good, all right. So bring the left hand to the outside of that right knee or right leg. Bring the right hand behind on the chair, somewhere on the back of the chair to the side. And then lift up tall. Keep the body in the center of the chair, so don't lean as we twist here. We're going to do a twist to the right. So as you exhale, turn the chest to the right, and then the shoulders, and finally turn the head looking over the right shoulder. And now inhale and come to the front. Bring the right hand across to the outside of the left knee, left hand behind, lifting up. Let the shoulders release down and exhale into a twist to the left. Inhaling, come back to the front. And as you exhale, one more twist to the right. This time you can extend your right arm and let the gaze drift back toward that extended right hand. And then as you exhale, come back to the front and one more twist to the left. Now extending the left arm and looking back toward the extended left hand. And inhale back to the front. Good. All right. So we did a little bit of work with the neck. We'll do a little bit more. So Let the right ear drop over toward the right shoulder. And you're kind of trying to keep those shoulders down. And the gaze is straight ahead. Inhale and bring the head back up. And now the left ear toward the left shoulder. And inhale back up. Let the chin drop down toward the chest, and then take the chin toward the right, over toward the right shoulder, and then center, take the chin to the left, and back to center. One more time, chin to the right, and center and to the left. And with the chin in the center, inhale the head up. So we'll work a little bit more on the shoulders. Inhaling, bring the shoulders up to the ears, and then take the points of the shoulders back. Bring the shoulder blades toward the center and then down onto the back. And then release. Inhaling, lift the shoulders up toward the ears. Now draw the shoulders back and then down. Exhaling and release. And one more time, lifting the shoulders up to the ears or toward the ears. And then the shoulders back and down. Good. Hold the shoulders back. We want to strengthen those muscles in the upper back. So you're holding the shoulders back, pressing the chest or the heart toward the front. And release. Okay, good. And a little bit more now to loosen the shoulders. Bring the arms wide, if that's comfortable, and then bring the right arm under the left and bring the hands to the shoulders. So walk the hands or the fingers back along the back of the shoulders, and the elbows might be stacked here, the left on top of the right, or they may not be, but that's okay. And now just breathe, staying tall. And some people may want to actually come into eagle arms, where you tie your arms in a knot by bringing the hands up and wrapping the fingers of the right hand into the palm of the left. And inhale the arms wide. And now let's do that to the other side. So bring the left arm under the right. Bring the hands to the shoulders. And breathe. And then come into eagle arms if that works for you. And then take the arms wide and exhale the hands back down. So we'll do one more little thing here. Bring the hands out in front, palms down, draw the arms back into the shoulders, but you're lifted up tall. So again, the arms are active, muscles are tight, and the fingers are spread wide, and then turn the fingers up toward the ceiling and press forward through the heels of both hands. And then turn the palms down toward the floor. Bring the fingers together with the thumbs, and that's bird beak, and then turn the fingers down, or if you choose, you can close into fists and turn the knuckles down toward the floor. Good. Open the hands wide. Bring the palms together, now reaching the fingers forward. Fingers are spread, arms are strong. And now as you inhale, let the hands drift up toward the ceiling. Follow the hands with the eyes, reaching up. And then exhale, palms toward the floor, and then bring the hands back down to the thighs. Good. So extend the right arm straight out in front, pointing the fingers straight forward. The palm faces to the left. Again, drawing the arm into the shoulder, and then lift the right hand up toward the ceiling. Reach up there with those fingers Finding length from the right sits bone all the way up through the fingertips, reaching. Turn the palm out, and as you exhale, follow the hand with the eyes as the hand comes down behind, along the side of the chair. Inhaling it, hand comes out in front and lifts back up. Palm turns out, exhaling the arm down. And then inhaling up, one more big circle with the right arm. Palm turns out, following it with the eyes. And when that hand is back to the ceiling, reach up there, bring the left hand down to the front left leg of the chair, and then arc over gently to the left. Feel the opening in the right ribs. And bring the right hand back up to the ceiling and exhale the right arm down. Just notice what that feels like. You can move that right arm and that right hand. And then extend the left arm straight out. Spread the fingers, palm faces to the right, reaching. And as you inhale, bring that left hand up to the ceiling. Turning to gaze up toward the lifted hand. Turn the palm out, exhale, and bring the left hand down behind, along the side of the chair, up and out in front and up. Inhaling and exhaling. And one more big circle. And with that left hand back to the ceiling, turn and reach. And then the right hand comes to the front right leg of the chair, arcing right. And bring the left hand back up and release. Good, all right. So let's just do some circles before we come to standing. So take the heart forward and then move the body out to the right and then round back the chin to the chest. Coming left and forward, draw the shoulders back. And as you exhale, to the right and back. And then take those circles the other way, to the right and forward, shoulders draw back, exhaling to the left and back, rounding chin toward the chest. And when you're at the back, the next time you're rounded back, just cup the knees with the fingers and let the chin come down toward the chest. And now as you inhale, on your next inhale, draw the shoulders back, lifting up, take the gaze up to the ceiling. Exhaling, the chin to chest, rounding back. And inhaling, taking the gaze up, shoulders back and down. Last time, exhale and round. And make it gentle. It doesn't have to be anything major. And the last time, inhaling, coming back up. And then release. Good. So we're going to try some seated forward folds here. So coming a little bit more forward in the chair, extend the legs out in front with the toes down on the mat, and feet are hip width apart. So you feel the sits bones are definitely on the chair, but they're on the front edge of the chair. Lift up tall, and as you exhale, move the heart forward and down without rounding the back. All right, so you're pressing the belly toward the thighs here. The shoulder blades are on the back. You're breathing. And the hands, my hands are resting on my knees right now, but I'm not pressing on the knees. I'm just breathing here. And now as you exhale, round down gently, bring the hands down toward the feet and let the head release down between the knees. As you inhale, lift the head, get long through the spine, and come up, and you can bring the hands to the thighs to help you back up if you need to or want to. Draw the shoulders back. Exhale again, heart forward, And now gently rounding down, letting the head move down toward the mat or toward the floor. Inhaling, lift the head, coming back up. And one more time, exhale, heart forward. Releasing the head down toward the floor. And lifting the head and using the back, the muscles in the back, we come on back up. Good, all right. So I'd like everyone to come up to standing from the chair. And actually that's a pretty good yoga move right there. So we're standing with the chair behind us. And so we're going to figure out or try to practice a little bit of getting up and down out of the chair. So you bend the knees and you can have your hands on the thighs, and then you just gently settle the bottom back into the chair. So getting up, same idea. We lean forward, we take the heart forward, we press into the floor with our feet to stand up. And one more time. Keeping a long spine, we bend, and then we just settle our bottom back into the chair. And one more time, getting up, heart forward and up. Good, so we're going to do something called yoga chair pose. Let's inhale and bring those arms up either to the side or out in front. And now exhale and come into a standing forward fold. Bend the knees, bring the belly onto the thighs. So the knees are really bent. Let the top of the head go down toward the mat. Face kind of moves a little bit toward the knees. The knees are bent and the belly is on the thighs. The weight is a little bit forward on the feet. Good, this is called forward fold. Inhale, come to half lift. Bring the hands just below the knees on the shins. Press the belly down toward the toes. Now the weight is in the center of the feet and the spine is long and the top of the head is reaching away. The gaze is straight down. So now we're going to move into chair. So as you exhale, bring the hands down toward the floor, and with the bent knees, extend the hands straight out in front. Draw those arms back, keep the spine long and shoulders back, and breathe. One more breath. Now exhale, straighten the legs, bring those fingertips down to the mat, let the head go. Feel the belly on the thighs. And breathe. If your hands don't get down to the floor, that's okay. You can bring the hands down to the shins, wherever it works for you. Make it your practice. And one more time, come up to that half lift, pressing the belly down toward the toes, flat back they call it. And now bring those hands out in front, bend the knees, and we'll be here for 3 long, deep breaths. Good. Exhale. Go ahead and bring those hands back down toward the floor. And if your fingertips get down there, good. That's a good thing. If not, that's okay. Breathe. And just, you can move the head to keep the neck relaxed in this forward fold. Fine. Now press in, bend the knees and press into the floor with the feet and just round back up to standing. Yeah, good. All right. So just kind of walk that out a little bit. Now, take the chair and turn it around so the seat of the chair is facing you. You could also use the back of the chair, but it's easier to do some of the stuff I'm going to teach using this chair seat facing you. So step a little bit back away from the chair and bring both hands down to the seat of the chair. The feet are under the hips. The wrists are under or maybe just a little bit ahead of the shoulders. And the fingers or the hands are either flat on the seat of the chair, or you can wrap the fingers around the sides of the chair seat, whichever is more comfortable for your wrists. Some people have wrist issues, of course. So we're in chair table here now. So feel down through the feet, feel down through the palms of the hands, so the fingers and the fingertips on the seat of the chair or wrapped around the chair edge. Take a breath. And as you inhale, lift your gaze over the back of the chair, pressing the belly down gently. And as you exhale, let the head drop, the top of the head move down toward the seat of the chair as you round the middle of the back. You don't want a lot of rounding in the low back here. Inhaling, take the gaze over the back of the chair, and exhaling, let the head drop, and the middle of the back rounds. And one more time. Inhaling, it's called cat-cow, and exhaling into that rounded back. And then come back up into your chair table, gazing straight down between or at the center of the seat of the chair. Good. Step back with the right foot. So bend that front knee, step the right foot back, and then step the left foot a little bit closer to the chair. And we're in chair lunge. So where we're trying to go with this is we're trying to let the hips settle. We're trying to get a stretch in the back of the right leg along the calf. This is really good for plantar fasciitis, which was mentioned earlier. So breathe. And then a little bit of strength here as you move the weight forward into the left foot and lift the right leg. So the hands can stay right here on the seat of the chair, or you can bring those hands up to the back of the chair. Make sure that chair isn't going to move or go anywhere, and breathe. And if you choose, you can extend your left arm straight out in front, keeping the gaze down toward the floor. One more breath. And now exhale and bring the left hand down and the right foot down beside the left. Take the breath. And now step back with the left foot. 2 lanes for the feet here. And then bend the right knee and let the hips settle toward the floor, feeling the stretch in the back of the left leg. Good. And now moving the weight forward into the right foot, lift that left foot. And again, the hands can come to the back of the chair. And if you choose, you can extend the right arm. One more breath. And bring the right hand down, bring the left foot down, and into your chair table. So we're going to move into chair downward dog here. So step back with the right foot, and then step the left foot back beside the right. And then let the head come down between the arms. So you're pressing down into the chair seat with the hands. You're pressing the heels of both feet into the mat. And you're actually trying to lower your chest toward the floor. Let the head just hang and just move the head to keep the neck relaxed. And then you can work one heel into the mat and the other. Again, working hamstrings. This is good for shoulders and hamstrings, calf muscles, all of it. Oh, good. And now step those feet up toward the chair, back into our chair table. Exhaling, go ahead and come into forward fold here. And the hands can stay on the seat of the chair. They can come to the shins. They can come down, fingertips on the floor. Let the head release. And now get long through the spine. Bring the arms wide. And then press into the floor with the feet to come up. And exhale into mountain pose. Good, all right. So those are some things that you can do. I'll show you just, well, actually, let's do some balance. So I'm going to bring the chair to the side. And I've got the back legs of the chair. I've got the back of the chair toward me, and I've got the back legs of the chair on the mat. So that chair isn't going to go anywhere. And so we're going to do some balance here. And the chair's right there if you need it. So bring the hands to the hips. Find a spot out there on the floor that you can focus on. Take a breath. And then bring the weight into the left foot and lift the right knee. Yeah, just breathe here. And straighten the right leg and circle the right toes. And go the other way with the circles. And then point the toes and flex the foot. Point the toes and flex. And point and flex. And then bring the right foot down. Good, take a breath. Again, the chair's right there. So now we're going to bring the weight into the right foot, find our spot. Lift the left knee. Good. So I'm wobbly today. And then extend that left foot, circle the toes, and the other way. And then point the toes and flex, and point and flex, and point and flex. And then bring the left foot down beside the right. Good, all right. And we'll finish up here with warrior pose, warrior one. So now I've got the back of the chair toward me, and I'm stepping back with my right foot. Again, 2 lanes for the feet. So the feet are separated for balance. And then bend the front knee. So keep that knee out to the left here so that you see the inside of the left foot. And then press back through the outside edge of the back foot. So you begin to feel this opening happening in the hips here. Shoulders face the front, and then both arms either stay on the chair. You can lift one arm or both into warrior one. One more breath. And exhaling, you can bring the hands back down to the back of the chair and step the right foot up toward the chair. And now we'll do the same thing on the left. So step back with the left foot. Find that strong stance for warrior one. Bend the right knee. Keep the weight balanced on both feet. Get tall here. And then the hands come up into warrior one. One more breath. Now exhale and bring the hands back down to the back of the chair. And then step the left foot up beside the right. Okay, all good. So I'm going to come back to be seated in the chair. And again, I'm toward the front of the chair because we're just going to do a couple of little things to kind of finish up here. So with the left foot planted firmly on the floor, just lift the right knee and kind of draw it in toward the chest. And then release the right knee. Press down into the mat with the right foot and lift the left knee toward the chest. Drawing it in. And I'm flexing my left foot, so. And this helps me to continue to be able to put my socks on. One last gentle twist to finish. With the left hand comes across and the right hand comes back on the chair, lifting tall, and a gentle twist now to the right. And back to center and a gentle twist to the left. And coming back to center. Now move back in the chair, resting the back against the back of the chair. And we'll finish the way we started. So just rest the hands wherever they're comfortable. Feel the feet on the floor. Feel the sits bones on the seat. Feel the back against the back of the chair. Close the eyes. And as you breathe, relax and release down into the chair. Notice any sensations. Notice the difference in how you feel now than when we started. Hopefully, if there was pain, there may be a little less pain than before. Just noticing and breathing. And gently open the eyes. And kind of move a little bit, bringing that movement back into the body. So I'm going to unmute everyone here in a moment. I'll stop the recording, but thanks for practicing and namaste.